Joining the Observer on the air live couldn't be easier. First, visit bit.ly/obguest. Once you click on that, you'll wind up on this screen. Then, you'll have to choose the webcam that you want to use. You can see there's a list of them here. And once you choose the right webcam, you'll then have to choose the microphone that you want to use. It's all very simple. Then type in your name where it says your name here. And once you have finished typing your name, click the join button. Then you'll be in the queue to be on the air. It's that easy. Hi again, everybody. It's Kevin Canessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the 28th day of May in the year 2024. Sure hope you're all enjoying your days today, no matter where it is you are in the country. Here in the Northeast, 77 beautiful degrees. It is just beautiful out here. So hope no matter where you are enjoying this gorgeous day. It has been great over the last couple of days. So as you do each and every Tuesday, you welcome me into your home so that I could bring you this week's news. And, of course, we're a little bit late today. I apologize for that right off the top. Lots been going on, so we'll get right to the newspaper this week. And the front page story is about Nutley's new mayor, John Kelly, John V. Kelly III, who was the victor in Nutley's commissioner's election last week. And he not only won the election, but he had the most votes. That's how it works in Nutley. There are 5 commissioners, 5 open seats every 4 years. They're all at the same time. And the person who walks away with the highest vote tally becomes the new mayor. And so John Kelly replaces the former mayor, Joe Scarpelli, and he is the youngest mayor in Nutley's history at the age of 39. And I think he's going to do a good job. Nice guy. He's involved in the military. He was in the military. He served overseas, and he is, I believe, a new member of the Nutley VFW. So we congratulate Mayor Kelly on his achievement. And Lisa just told me he called her today, and he's getting married this week. So we wish you nothing but the best as the new mayor of Nutley. And, of course, in your upcoming wedding. Now, before we move on, we welcome in John Drimkowski and Larry Hanlon, who are both watching us today. At the bottom of this week's front page is a kind of sad story about Larry Brady. Larry Brady died a few weeks ago at the age of 83 down in the Keys in Florida. Larry Brady is somebody who most people who have had a long association with this town will remember from his days as a partner of Norman Doyle Jr., Doyle and Brady, the law firm on Kearney Avenue. Of course, the building doesn't exist anymore, but now Kathy Riley still has the building, but it's a different building now, rather, on Kearney Avenue in Bergen, the old funeral home over there. And Larry died suddenly. No one really expected this. Nobody knew it was going, it was certainly not that he was sick or anything of that nature, but he was a long-time, very loyal advertiser in this newspaper as well. And he is gone at the age of 83. So we wish him nothing but the best. We wish his family all the best as well as we mourn his loss. Larry Brady gone at the age of 83. St. Stephen's is hosting its annual Corpus Christi March through the town of Kearney, where they will process from St. Stephen's Church with this gigantic monstrance that includes the body of Christ. In the Catholic Church, the belief is that during Mass, the transubstantiation of the bread, it actually becomes the body of Christ. And it's a very moving experience for Catholics if you've never attended it. And they go up, I think, to Midland and around some of the side streets there. And Father Joe Mancini, the pastor, and Deacon Earl White are very instrumental in pulling this together, and that will happen next month. So please check out the story on page 2 and 3 this week, where you can find out all the details. And you don't have to be Catholic to go. They invite everybody who is in the area to certainly stop by and to join in. There's a lot of singing and prayers as well that goes along with it. North Arlington High School jumped 19 spots. They are now 73rd of all the schools in the state of New Jersey. There are 500 some odd high schools in the state of New Jersey, and they jumped up 19 spots into 73rd place. So we are very happy for them, and we thank and congratulate Stephen Yurchak, the superintendent of schools in North Arlington, for this nice achievement. Of course, most of you already know we had a Michael Jackson sighting in Kearney a couple of days ago, so that was certainly interesting. Now, this was something that was unique. The town of Harrison joined with Public Service Electric and Gas, and they did a gas drill out over at Red Bull Arena. The purpose of this was to prepare for the possibility of a natural gas emergency where roads would have to shut down. Say it was at the stadium or the arena, they would have to shut down the arena or evacuate the arena. So this was a very beneficial drill for the workers at PSE&G and then also for the first responders in the town of Harrison. So we have a review of that in this week's paper, and we'll hope you check that out as well when you get a chance. Now, this is pretty cool. The Kearney High School Performing Arts Program, which I think most of you know because we've talked about it here, whether it's with Kathy Estrella, who is the director of the program, or Danny Condi, who is the band director, or Millie, whose last name I'm blanking on right now, and it's God forgive me for that, but there is a lot of great things happening in the Kearney High School Performing Arts Program. Kathy Estrella, I think I've mentioned before, was my teacher in 1985 over at Schuyler School. She's still going all these years later, for 39 years later. So, boy, congratulations to them. But they won a lot of awards at this festival in Hudson County, so I hope you will check that out. And we give a big word of gratitude and thanks to Kathy, Danny, Millie, and everybody involved in the performing arts in the Kearney High School program. They do tremendous work. We also now welcome in Alexis Sheridan, who is watching us from Kearney. Alexis, nice to see you. Alexis, one of my favorite people in the world. This is a Kearney police blotter. A 12-year-old was in a car. The guy was driving drunk. And he drove into, I think he was passed out or stuck somewhere in the drive-thru at Burger King. And he had a 12-year-old in the car and an open container of alcohol. Some of these things that you see in the police blotter are just impossible to believe that they're real, but this is absolutely real. This actually did, in fact, take place a couple of weeks ago, and I want to thank Mike Kontarchuk for sharing these blotter items with us. Some of these are just unfathomable. And we welcome in Manny Ventoso, too, who is watching us right now, somewhere in this warm weather, working his butt off, no doubt, right now. Now, take a look at this. Jason has 3 sports stories, and he also has an athlete of the week. There's a new AD at North Arlington, and this is the athlete of the week, so I won't get too deep into that. You'll pick up the paper, and you'll find that. And then, of course, there are 2 pages of classifieds, as we have each and every week in the Observer. So please check that out if you're looking for a job, if you need a place to rent, even though I don't know if you're going to be able to afford the rents because of the pricing in rentals right now. It's just obscene, isn't it? Have you seen some of these? I mean, we saw a 1-bedroom for like $2,200 a couple of weeks ago. Who can afford that? My God. Marcelo Haranga is here with us, too. Marcelo, good to see you, buddy. Hope everything is well in Harrison. And Barbara Condon is joining us, too, from the Adirondack Mountains in the state of New York. It's good to see Barbara here, and I'm sure it's a little bit warmer than the last time we saw Barbara when it was like snowing and it was like October or whatever it was. It's always good to see Barbara Condon, of course, formerly of the Condon Funeral Home. We miss you, Barbara, and we hope you and Jim are doing well in upstate New York. And believe it or not, that's it this week. I apologize again for being late today. There was just a lot of things that were going on. But I'll get back into the groove, and we'll be back live with you on Tuesdays. And there's a lot. I have a lot going on, too. I'm moving in a couple of weeks, coming back to Kearney, moving from Harrison back to Kearney. So I have a lot of packing to do. I took down my home studio this weekend, and it's just so sad because of all the memories that I have of doing the broadcast from there. It's really kind of sad, but I told you guys last week, Manny and his guys came over and they painted the apartment. That's gorgeous. I'm looking forward to getting this done and moving, and he just did a stellar job. I can't wait to show it off. Manny has a post here. The one I'm painting right now is $2,400 a month, one bedroom, plus $200 to park, and $100 a month pet fee. So basically, to live in a one-bedroom apartment will be $2,700. What town is that, Manny? I'm curious. If it's one of the new buildings, I understand it. But if that's an old standing building, I just can't even imagine what it must be like. I just can't. $2,700 for one bedroom. That's just impossible. So let us know where that is. But anyway, that's it. North Darlington. Is it one of the new buildings, though? I hope it's at least one of the new buildings, because if that's an old building, that's obscene. Anyway, that's going to do it for this edition of the Observer Live. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Don't forget, we'll be back a week from today, and I'm going to talk to Tony about what we're going to do with the weather for the next couple of weeks until I move. But, of course, if anything new comes up, we will join you live. But I'm hoping to get back into the groove with Tony as soon as possible, especially. But I have to get this move done first, and I have no studio. And you don't want to see the back there. It's pretty not good. So we will be back 1 week from today for sure. But if not, if anything breaks, we will let you know. From the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com, Kevin Canessa signing off for now, and we hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Take care, everybody.